Previously on Balls.
Hi John, it's Darren and the gang from Balls Radio. How are you doing?
Hi John.
Good. Thanks, guys. How you going?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time this afternoon. Johnny's just sharing the news. What is that, Johnny?
That John was just quoted saying that he's keen to stay here in South Africa, and that's great news, Jono.
I've always been keen, mate. So just got Hill to Hill done on the weekend, which just about killed me. But it was pretty bloody muddy, believe me. But 105 k's, it was good fun.
Which race was it? The Hill to Hill?
Yeah, from Hilton to Hillcrest. It's the 105k mountain bike ride that they do every year, which unfortunately the conditions were pretty treacherous. So it was good fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of rain around that part of the world over the last week, so it must have made it fun.
Yeah, it was. No, it was good fun, mate. But it certainly was pretty good when I got it finished.
Well, cool. Nice to chat to you, John. And just otherwise, as far as South Africa, we know we obviously see you on we're on Super Sport. If they actually got rid of Campese, you get more airtime. But how's that going for you?
It's good. It's good to be back in rugby and in an indirect way. Obviously, enjoying the rugby championship. I must admit the rugby's a little bit homogenised at the moment, but you're not sure what to think of the product right now. But the game certainly is at international level is very tight, very defensive mindsets, and very physical.
It is. I think first of all on the upside, I think now with 3 results that they've had so far, we can kind of take out the should Argentina be there or not factor. You can luck one maybe and have a good day. But they're constantly up there and being very, very competitive. So that's a positive for this tournament.
I think since 2007 World Cup, they've clearly become defensively a lot better. A lot of their players, obviously now in Europe and in the UK, and I think having that defensive mindset is emotionally connects with them, and I guess it's a strength of theirs where they're not prepared to really probably go outside that, and they're sticking to a very simple game plan, and probably will build confidence from that kind of foundation. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they're going to have to get used to the pace of the game, and they're going to have a greater attacking intent. I guess no different to the Springboks to progress going forward.
All right, we're getting a lot of input and comment from people that have been there, done that from a coaching point of view. We know Heineke's under a lot of pressure at the moment. We had Peter de Villiers on yesterday, and he had a bit of a go about where Springbok rugby is at the moment. We've just spoken to Jake now as well, and his attitude is, look guys, just and to Heineke in particular, is just get your head down and don't veer from what your basic plan is. And everyone sort of maybe just ease up a little bit and give a little bit more time. Where does John Mitchell's head sit from a very much independent point of view? Because obviously you haven't been part of the Springbok setup, but you've been in a similar position.
I think that advice by Jake is exceptional advice. You've got to stand by what you believe in and be convicted to that, and Heineke needs to be congratulated on that. But in saying that, he's still going to have to be thoughtful in his application to make adjustments. I think there's exceptional talent in the country, and while people might see it as a rebuilding phase, and people having a lack of it, or the team having a lack of experience, ultimately at the end of the day, it still comes down to execution. So if you look at the weekend, they certainly had a far greater attacking intent, but the execution needs to improve. I personally would love to see a backline of the development of Hogarth's pass, Wilson, Lambie, De Jong, JP Peterson back, Habana, and I think Jaco Tauder and Francois Steyn could really have a crack for the fullback position. I think that side there would have a far greater attacking intent. Certainly has the ability to beat a player one-on-one. I'd like to see the outsides get a lot more ball, and they can still maintain the a good set piece and a tactical kicking game, which has always been a great strength of the Boks.
What are your thoughts on where the All Blacks are at the moment? Because they won the World Cup, they're now world champions. They haven't really kicked on from there, and they've had a couple of question marks since then as well. Obviously, also in a sort of phase where they now start again looking ahead to the next 4 years. But what are your thoughts on their performances so far?
Yeah, Darren, I think it's a really good question. That's I think they're living off the high of the World Cup. The younger players are excited. The more experienced players that have had that experience are probably a little bit inconsistent. I think possibly a little bit too much side to side as a football team right now, and I'd like to see the All Blacks become a lot more direct and earn that ability to play with width and go to the space. So it's kind of like I think ultimately they're going to have to make some adjustments, and also the like they've got McCaw and those guys at the moment. McCaw like is obviously inspirational right now, as is Carter as composure, but over time I'm not sure whether they're going to be able to get to the next World Cup, and in some ways if you look at 2017 where the Box won the World Cup and then beat the Lions, probably some serious decisions needed to be made to be able to sustain that performance in World Cup, and I think the All Blacks are going to go through the same situation.
Yeah, so are you saying sort of get Cruden in now and make him your number one, and maybe still keep, if Dan Carter would carry on, but would you say it's a brave decision, but get Cruden in now and make him number one?
Well, I'm not saying he'll have to earn that right, because Carter's still got to play, but Carter's going to have to be managed. And I'm not sure whether Richie will get to the other side of the World Cup, because but that guy just is playing on pure guts at the moment. He's got a phenomenal I guess he's a leader of actions, and the boys are inspired by that. But at hooker they've got some very old hookers.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be some serious issues for them in the next 2 years that the All Blacks selectors are going to have to make some serious decisions. I guess it's getting the balance right, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we appreciate your time chatting to us, John. Thanks very much for giving us those few minutes. And good news to hear that your head is still very much into South Africa, maybe as a long-term thing. So, is there anything else? Maybe you can't tell us, but are there other options for you from a rugby point of view?
Oh, at this stage, I mean, I've been in the game for 18 years, directly in coaching. So there's the ability to obviously go into the media. Thinking about imparting knowledge and coaching the coaches throughout the country. So having that ability, and I'll probably just wait to get back into direct coaching. Clearly, obviously, I've been in 2 major development jobs since the All Blacks, and it might be time for me to go into a good structure and in a reliable organisation going forward. So right now, obviously, I'm still suspended and going through a hearing, but I'm in a very good legal position, supported by ENS and some exceptional lawyers, and I just need to trust the process, and the truth will eventually come out.
Would you like to go and work with your mate in Durban? Would you like to go work with your buddy in Durban?
Oh no, he's doing too well at the moment, so I'll leave him at it.
You wouldn't be able to do anything with the trophy that you guys have got anyway, so it'll have to be against.
I haven't seen him for a while, Darren. So
Awesome stuff.
I'm supposed to be the one that's drinking out of it.
That's true, actually. You are, yes. All right. Well, John, thanks a lot for your time. All the best. We look forward to chatting to you again sometime.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Thanks, John.
There we go. John Mitchell joining us on Balls Visual Radio.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on balls.co.za. Balls.co.za.